Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are delving into the world of FSSAI, the Food Safety and Standard Authority of India. We will explore essential definitions, examples and key concepts to deepen your understanding. I will also be discussing few questions on this particular section, so let's dive in. Let's first understand what FSSAI is. It is a government body whose primary role is to protect and promote public health by ensuring that food products are safe and meet the required standards for consumption. It enforces the Food Safety and Standard Act 2006 and its regulations, which cover the manufacture, storage, distribution, sale, and import of food products. FSSAI sets up and accredits food testing laboratories to ensure food products comply with the prescribed standards. It also conducts regular inspections and sampling to check the quality of food products in the market. FSS Act has total 12 chapters in it, and the definitions come under Chapter 1 and Section 3. Now let's delve into few important definitions. The first definition we are going to discuss is food. It comes under Chapter 1, Section 3 and subsection J. According to FSSAI, food is any substance processed, partially processed or unprocessed which is intended for human consumption. It might include fruits, vegetables, genetically modified foods, packaged drinking water, infant foods, but live animals, animal feed, drugs, medicinal products and cosmetics are not considered food. Consumer. It comes under subsection F of Section 3, Chapter 1. A consumer is any person or families purchasing and receiving food in order to meet their personal needs. The difference between a customer and a consumer is that a customer purchases the food while consumer is the end product user, that is, they use it for their personal needs. Number 3. Claim. It comes under subsection D of Section 3, Chapter 1. A representation which state, suggest or imply that a food has particular qualities relating to its origin, nutritional properties, composition or otherwise. This is done to attract consumer by highlighting their specific qualities. For example, low-fat yogurt. A yogurt labeled as low-fat indicate that it has reduced fat content compared to regular yogurt. Similarly, a bread package that state made with whole grain highlight that whole grains are a key ingredient, which is often associated with high fiber content. The Food Safety and Standard Authority of India has asked food business operators to remove the claim of 100% fruit juice from the advertisements and labels of reconstituted fruit juices. This is because the reconstituted fruit juices comprises majorly of water and only a small percentage of fruit juice concentrate is used. Such claims can be misleading, so the FSSAI has asked the food owners to comply. Extraneous matter. It comes under subsection I of Section 3, Chapter 1. Substances present in article of food that is carried from raw material, packaging or processing but does not render the food unsafe. Foreign objects which cannot cause illness or injury are not hazards, even though they may not be aesthetically pleasing to customers. For example, finding insects in packaged grains would be considered extraneous matter. Food business operator. It comes under subsection O of Section 3, Chapter 1. A person by whom the business is carried on or owned and is responsible for ensuring the compliance of this Act, rules and regulation made thereunder. For example, food manufacturers and retailers are all considered food business operators. Definition we are going to see is about food additive. It comes under subsection K of Chapter 1, Section 3. Substances not normally consumed as food or used as an ingredient, whether or not has nutritive value and is added to food for a technological purpose in manufacture, storage, treatment, packaging and transport, but does not include contaminants or substances added to maintain or improve nutritional qualities. For example, food colorings and preservatives are added to enhance the shelf life of food and improve their appearances. Recently, experts have refuted false claims that food additives in flour can cause cancer. Contaminants. It comes under subsection G of Section 3, Chapter 1. Substances whether or not added to food but which is present in foods as a result of manufacture, processing, packing, transport and holding of the food but does not include insect fragments, rodent hairs and extraneous matter. Contaminants can be classified into physical, chemical, biological, and allergens. Physical contaminants include glass pieces, metal pieces, and plastic fragments. Chemical contaminants include veterinary drugs, antibiotic drugs, and pesticide residues. Biological contaminants include viruses and bacteria, and allergens are substances that are present in food that induce allergic reactions. For example, some people are lactose intolerant, while some people are really allergic to peanuts. Food safety. It comes under subsection Q of section 3, chapter 1. Food safety refers to practices and conditions necessary to ensure that food is safe to eat. It involves handling, preparing, and storing food in ways that prevent foodborne illness and contamination. For example, cleaning your work area or washing your vegetables are a set of practices that are done to prevent foodborne illness. Third, it comes under subsection U of section 3, chapter 1. A hazard refers to any biological, chemical, or physical agent with the potential to cause harm in food. Food safety hazards are any substances found within the food supply chain that can contaminate food material and cause unwanted health condition to the public. For example, bacteria like Salmonella pose a biological hazard if present in improperly cooked food. The last definition we are going to discuss is Food Safety Management System. It comes under subsection S of chapter 1, section 3. A food safety management system is a systematic approach to controlling food safety hazard within a food business to ensure safe consumption. For example, implementing hazard analysis and critical control point, adopting good manufacturing practices and good hygienic practices are part of food safety management system. Having colored kitchen utensils or colored food boards make it easier to identify what each piece of equipment is used for. It is done to prevent cross-contamination and to segregate raw and cooked foods. Good hygienic practices include proper hand washing techniques, employees wearing appropriate protective clothing, and clean and sanitized food preparation areas. Thermometers are used to show correct temperatures. For personal hygiene, employees should have trimmed nails, no jewelry, and head nets. There should be hand washing stations and hand sanitizer dispensers. Employees should document processes like temperature logs, cleaning schedules, and maintain checklist and audit forms. Now, let's discuss few questions. Number 1. True or false? Extraneous matter render food unsafe. Answer is false. Extraneous matter does not render food unsafe. Question number 2. True or false? Food additive include contaminants or substances added to maintain or improve nutritional qualities. Correct answer is false. Food additive does not include contaminants or substances added to maintain or improve nutritional qualities. They are added to improve the shelf life and enhance the color. A contaminant does not include insect fragments, rodent hairs, and extraneous matters. The answer is true. A contaminant does not include insect fragment, rodent hairs, and extraneous matter. Question number 4. Extraneous matter comes under which section of chapter 1? Options are subsection I, subsection Q, subsection C, and option D, none. The correct answer is A, subsection I. Extraneous matter comes under chapter 1, subsection I of section 3. Question number 5. Food safety comes under which subsection of chapter 1? Options are subsection F, subsection Q, subsection C, and subsection D. Correct answer is B, subsection Q. Food safety comes under subsection Q of chapter 1. That wraps up today's exploration of FSSAI definitions, examples, and key concepts. I hope you found this information enlightening. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe with your food choices. Bye.